My name is Barnett. I'm a video game programmer, and sometimes aspiring developers will ask me, what are the major differences between being in school and being in the game industry proper? So there's a bunch of differences. I'm just going to list a few. I guess one of the main things is that as a student, you have a safety net in case you fail and make mistakes. Where in the game industry, you can still make mistakes and you can do risky things and you can do projects where the entire goal is just to, learn. But sometimes your livelihood or your house or your car is at stake, especially if you're an independent game studio. So, when you're a student, when you fail, there's other students there and there's professors there to help you understand what mistakes you made and how to improve and how to get better and how to not make those mistakes again. Once you're in the game industry, not only is a lot more money at risk, but you might be the only person who can figure out what you've done wrong and what mistakes you've made and how to do better in the future. So you're more self-reliant in some ways. At the same time, when I first started in the game industry, I feel like I learned just, more in the first week of the game industry than I learned, sometimes in an entire month at school. And that's because the people I work with are super smart and super experienced and very willing to help, which was great. But, when I was working in the game industry, it was just really easy to learn from the people around me, where sometimes as a student, trying to just work with other students, not everybody could provide me with the knowledge I needed. There were other professors there, but, just sometimes late at night, at midnight when you're trying to get stuff done, you can't rely on your professors to roll out of bed and answer your questions. So I think that's probably one of the biggest differences. The other thing is sort of time management. As a student, on top of doing some kind of game project, you're also doing other student classes. And so you have to manage your time between those two things, trying to figure out if you spend more time on classes, you'll have less time for your game. And, with working less than 8 hours a day on the game, means that it has to be much smaller scope than what you could do in the game industry, where working on the game is probably your sole focus, something that you can work on almost all day. You can also, I guess, push it as a student where, you might work 8 hours a day on your game and then another 8 hours on classes, which is insane. And, it's similar to a crunch, I guess, in the game industry. But, as a student, that can go for months and months and months, and it's probably not a great idea to push yourself that hard. Let's see. I think those are the biggest differences between the two. You get paid in the game industry sometimes, which is cool. And, as a student, you're paying. So I guess in some ways, as I was trying to figure out how hard I should be working as a student, I was in some ways extremely motivated because I knew that, any money I was spending on the class was being wasted if I wasn't paying attention or if I wasn't, putting in the most I could to get the most out of it. I don't know, maybe being paid is also a huge motivator, so, so I don't know which is the bigger motivator. Sometimes I'm more motivated by spending money than by getting money, but I don't know. That's just me. Let's see. Other differences. I think that's just about it. If you enjoyed the answer to this question, watch my other videos where I answer other questions. Thanks for watching.